Yo, what's up people, how it's going? Welcome to CodingBot. In this video, I'm gonna teach you how to work with Azure DevOps by using Git as the version controller. I have logged into my Azure DevOps account and I have created an organization. So you can just go to your Azure DevOps account and you can log into that and you can create your own organization, or else you can use the existing organization in here by getting the permissions for your user account. If you are using the organization's account, you can get the permission to view these repositories and boards and pipelines, etc. So let's go to the repositories. In here I'm in the lctrpbc organization, and this is my project. So in here we can see my list of repositories. So before continuing, let's go to the project environment. Now I'm in test CodingBot directory. Now I'm gonna show you by creating an empty project as a demo. You can use your existing project which you are going to push to the Azure DevOps environment, or which you are going to use with Azure DevOps. So this is the empty project environment. You can see this is my directory. Let's go to the terminal. You can go to the terminal in here. Right, now I'm in this desktop test code import directory. Let me create some empty files named test1.txt. I will create some text files to show you, or to demo you how to use Azure DevOps with Git. So let me create another file called test2.txt. You can see these two files are here, and I will create another file called not required.txt. Right, before continuing, there is a prerequisites. You have to install Git for your local PC environment. If you're using Windows, you can type like git install for Windows. Go to this website. I will put the link down below. You can refer to this link to get into this web page. And in here we can find the you can find your bit version. Maybe it is a 32-bit or 64-bit. You can get the standalone installer. Click on this and download the setup for your local PC, and go to the downloaded directory and install Git for your Windows PC or your Mac OS computer. What else the computer, you can use the setup for your operating system, matching with your operating system, and install Git for your computer. This is the prerequisite. If you have completed this one, we can continue. Now you can go here and type like git. If you can see a bigger message like this, there are common git commands used in various situations. Like this kind of a message, if you can see, it means you have successfully installed Git to your local PC. Right, let me clear the terminal. Now let's go to the text1 file, and imagine this is your project directory. I have created 3 text files to demo you, but assume that this is your project directory. If you are using MERN, or if you are using React, or if you are using Angular, whatever the framework or whatever the project you are using, your project files and folders or not modules or some kind of packages will be listed here. Now let me go to the test1 file. I will copy some text from the internet and I will paste those things in here. Alright, this is good. I will copy this phrase and I'll go back to the test1.txt file. This is the text that I'm gonna demo you. In here, assume your project codes are in this file. This is the text test1.txt file, and let's push this into our Azure DevOps repository. You can see test2 file is empty, not required.txt file is empty, and there's a trace inside only the test1.txt file. Let us go to the our project environment, and now I'm going to show you how to create a new repository in Azure DevOps. You can click on this drop down button. In here you can see my previous repositories that I have created. You can go to the new repository option, and repository type is Git, and I will enter the repository name as test coding bot. If you need a readme file, you can add the readme file. Yeah, let's add a readme file as well. Now you can click on this create button. Right, our repository has created. Now we can traverse to different repositories by going to this drop down button or drop down option. Now I'm inside my test coding bot repository. Now we can see here is one branch called main, and here are some options as well. Now we have to take the repository link to connect with our local environment. We can take that by going to this clone option. Before do it, we have to go to our project directory. Now we can see if you are adding the git add all option, it says not a git repository because this is our project folder, but this is not a git repository as it says. Now we have to initialize an empty git repository. To do that, I'm using this command git init. This is my command. To run git commands, as I showed you, you have to install git to your local computer. Now let's press enter. You can see it says initialized empty git repository in this directory. This directory means our project directory. Now we can see our three files has been converted to green color, and you can go to this version controlling tab. It says these are our changes because we have created an empty git repository to our local project. If you are using Git for the first time, you can go to the settings and you can go to the extensions, and you can use Git extensions. You can install Git extensions. You can see Git history and some other Git related extensions I have installed. You can search Git in here and you can install Git related extensions to your project. And you have to log into your Git repository. I think I have already logged into my Git environment. If you get some error, you have not authorized permissions to your Git repository, you can log into your Git repository in here. Now let us push this all commands, all changes, not commands, not all changes to our Git repository. You can see our Git repository is empty. We are in our main branch. There is only the readme.md file. You cannot see any kind of three files that I have created inside vscode. Now let's use git add all command to add our changes to the stage level. Git add all. You can see our changes has been transferred to the stage changes. Previously, the files or the files was in changes level. Now those files are in stage changes. We can discard all these changes, so we can discard all changes, unstage all changes by click on this unstage all changes option. Now we can see again our file sign changes level. You can see what are in our files. You can compare two files. Previously the file was empty and now it has some lines in here. Right. Do you have heard about git ignore files? No, right? Yes. We can ignore some kind of files in here by using a git ignore file. Create a new file and give the name like this dot git ignore ignore. Now we can see this is our git ignore file. Right, now we can see my file name has been changed to gray color. It means our git ignore file is ignoring this file without adding to the stage level or without pushing to the pushing to our Azure DevOps repository. Alright, you can add here. If you are going to add a folder, you can give the folder name like this. If you are ignoring a single file, you can give it like this. Now let's try this git add dot command again. All the files are in stage changes, but you cannot see the not required file in these changes. Alright, now I have unstage all changes. The changes are in changes level. The files are in changes level. If you need to add a single file to the stage level, you can do it like this: git space add. Let me add a single file, not all file. Dot means the all files. Let me add a single file. Git add test1.txt. Now you can see the single file is inside stage changes. But in this situation, let me add all files. Git add all. Git add dot means git add all. Now you can see our all file changes are in stage changes level. Let me give some comment to this kind of changes. Git commit -m is the flag, and I will give I have added lines only to test one file. This is my commit message. You can give a commit message, a meaningful commit message aligned with your development or aligned with your changes. Now you can see our changes has been committed. If you need to check your commit in here, you can go to this. You can see our changes are here. Our commit is here on the changes. Commit with changes. Let me close this. If you need, by giving a command, you can ignore these changes again to this source control tab or your changes tab. Let me close this and let us push our changes to our Azure DevOps repository. Can we run this command? No, because we haven't added the repository URL, or we haven't connected our local repository with our remote repository by giving the URL to our repository. Let us go to the clone option and copy clone URL to clipboard. Click on this option, or else you can select all and press on Ctrl C to copy this URL. In this case, I am using HTTPS. If you need, you can use SSH link as well. Alright, the URL has been copied. Now let us go to the terminal again and we can use this command git remote add origin and use Ctrl V to paste our URL. Now you can see there is no error message. It means our remote link or remote URL has been successfully added to our local repository. or to our local project. Alright, let's continue. Now I'm in master branch in our local repository or in our local project. If you need, you can create a new branch by going to this create new branch option, or else you can just give git branch and your name. Let's say CodingBot, not the CodingBot actually, uh, git branch dev, and press enter. You can create the new branch simply. Now I'm going to push these changes to master branch, but remember you have to push to your relevant branch and you have to work inside your relevant branch. Discuss the branch with your team in which branch you have to do your developments. But in this case, to demo you, I will push the changes to master branch directly, but don't use master branch. Let me give this command to push our changes to our remote repository. Git push set upstream origin master. If you are using a different branch, let's say dev, you can type your branch name like this. But in this case, to demo you, I will push the changes to the master branch directly. Alright, let us press enter. Now let's go to our repository. This is our repository and it says you updated master branch just now. But where are the changes? We have to go to the branch. In here you can see the gitignore file is here and test1 file is here. You can see our lines in here. Let me go to the test2.txt file. The file is empty as our local project. This is our gitignore file. You can see this is the only change we have done. Right. Like this we can push our project changes, or we can push our things to repository like this. Let me do another change. Let us go to the test2.file. Let's say this is the change we have done to test2 file, and shall we do it as previously? Yeah, go to the changes and compare. This is the change we have done to our file. We can do it all things like previously. Git add all, and we can commit our change. Git commit -name changes to test2 file. All right, and let's go to the history option. Yeah, this is our previous commit and this is our latest commit. Let's go inside that. Yeah, this is our file, what we have done some changes. This is previous commit. All right, now let's push again to our repository. In this case we don't need to add the remote repository link again and again. This is a one-time option. All right, git push command will directly push our changes to the existing branch. Git push. All right, our branch has been updated. Let us go again to our branch, master branch. Let us go again to our repository and inside master branch. Now let's go to the test2 file. Yeah, this is the change we have done to test2 file. Test1 file is here. Like this we can deal with our remote repository inside Azure DevOps. You can see the history. It says commit history in here, and this is the latest commit, and we can compare files like this. Here are some options you can take a look out. Let's see how to clone this one. So we have to go to the repository and take the link, but go to the clone option. All right, I have already copied the link. Let's go to the here. In here, I will clone the repository. You can see the option by right clicking on your directory. Show more options. I will take the git bash option to open up the git bash. You can see this is git bash. I will take the URL, copy the URL, and the cloning command is git space clone, and control V is not working here. You can do control paste, right click and paste, not control paste, and remove these unnecessary things. We need https this link. You can see cloning into test CodingBot. Unpacking objects. I think our repository has been cloned successfully. Let us clone this command terminal and let us go to this test CodingBot clone project. I will open this with vscode, but here is a bigger question. Where are clone files? You can see only the readme file, but in remote repository, here are some 3 files. So what will be the answer? Yeah, it is simply we have to go to our origin master branch because our changes are in master branch, not in main branch. So we have to go to our relevant branch to take out all the changes, all the files. Here are our files. Now let's say we need to work in a new branch. I will go to a new branch, create a new branch. You can create a new branch by giving a name like this, but I will show you how to do it with the new terminal. I will type like git branch. You can see we are in master branch, so I will create a new branch called git branch space dev. Right. I have created a new branch, but still we are in master branch. I will check again all branches, git branch. Now you can see the dev branch is here. Let's jump into the dev branch. Git checkout dev. Switch to branch dev. If you need, you can switch into branches in here as well. No issue, you can switch into branches. Alright. Now let us add a new file. Test 2, not test 2, test 3.txt, and I'll say these are the changes I have done to test 3 file. Let's do git push, not git push, git add all, and let's do git commit. Changes to new file test 3, and like previous, we do not need to add the remote repository URL again and again because this is a cloned project or cloned repository to our local PC environment, so we don't have to add the remote repository link again and again. Let us push the changes to dev branch. Git push. It says to push current branch, set remote as upstream. So we have to use this command git push set upstream space origin dev. You can see, yeah, we have pushed the changes by using the cloned project. Let's go back again. Yeah, you can see the dev branch is here, and in test 3 there are changes I have done to changes 3 file line. Here will be your code changes, right? Not a single line. Let's continue again. This is the main project I created, and I added these 2 files. and then I push those things into the remote repository. It is in master branch. You can see. And then I created this, I cloned this from this project. I cloned this one, and then I added some another files. Now you can see these projects are not same. So I have pushed those changes to the dev branch in here. You can see the dev branch. You can see the difference between master branch and dev branch clearly. Here is only 1 and 2, and in the dev branch here is 3, 4 and 5 files. Let's say we need to merge those branches together or keep a single branch with the whole updates. To do that, we are going to create a pull request. We can also, using the VS Code, we can merge these two branches. But in this case, I'm going to show you how to create a pull request. Create a pull request. The pull request is appearing only after you did some changes or there is a clear difference between two branches. So we are going to create a pull request. In this case, I'm going to delve into master branch, not to the main branch. We can give a title, changes. You make sure to give a meaningful title and describe what are the changes in your branch when comparing with the main branch or with the master branch. You can see what are the files changes when comparing with the master branch and what are the change commits we have done. So we can give the title and we can give the description, and if you need we can add a reviewer, and you can add work items to link, and you can add tags. So I'm going to create the pull request. So this pull request, you can create the pull request to do by another developer or your team lead or by a senior developer. So he will review this, he will review the files, he will review what are the changes. If there is anything to be changed, he will revise that to you. He will revise the pull request to you again to do the changes. Then after you can do the changes and you can push those things again to this repository. It will automatically update the pull request. After doing some changes, you don't have to create another pull request. It will update the same pull request which is aligned with this branch. So the reviewer will review the code, and if everything is fine, he will approve your pull request. You can see I have approved the pull request. Then after, he will complete the pull request. Here is some options to delete the existing branch after merging, or he will complete associate work items after merging. Now we can complete the merging pull request. So I have completed the pull request. Let's go to repos again, and now there won't be any branch called dev. We only can see the master branch. Inside master branch, here are our changes, test3 and test5. So you can see this is our remote repository and the master branch is our main branch. Oh, here are 4 files including gitignore file as well. Let's update our local repositories. Firstly, we are going to go to our main project, and I will do the git pull request or the git pull command. I will run this. You can see the 2 files changed, and these are the changes. These are the new files added from the remote repository. Alright, now our main project is up to date with remote repository. Let's run the git pull request, git command again. Git pull, it will say already up to date. So our main project in local is up to date with remote repository, which means this repository. So let's go back again to our second project or to the clone project. Also, let's run the git pull command again. We are going to take the pull from master branch. Git pull origin master. You can see one file changed and one node is deleted. Delete node is this one, which means the test3. The test3 file has been deleted. Alright. Now our second project or the clone project is already up to date with our remote repository. Now those two projects, this project, the clone project, and the write project, the main project, those two projects are up to date with our remote repository. Like this, we can deal with Azure DevOps to maintain your projects by using repositories. So make sure to share this video to your batchmates as well, and make sure to hit the subscribe button to get more updates in the future. Give a thumbs up to the video as well. If you have any question, don't hesitate to post the question inside the comment box. I will meet you soon in the next video. Bye for now.